Morning, everybody. Doing another quick video. This is it's a couple in the last few days, but I do it for a very good reason. Very good reason. I'm real excited. I ordered my water revitalizer. It'll be here on 27th, and I'm excited. It's for my whole house, and I'm gonna be able to get rid of that chemically altered water softener system that I don't know if it really did any good to this well water we got. I mean, one of the one of the big problems with this well water we got is it stains. It stains toilets. It just stains. And so we got this softener system. They're like, oh yeah, don't worry about that. That'll be gone. It's beautiful. It'll be great. No, no, didn't help it one bit. Washing clothes. You know how it is in bad water. The soap doesn't even hardly freaking bubble. Just a host of little problems when you have compromised water. And so I'm doing something about it. Now, Kathy, being typical Kathy, I did my due diligence, trying to give her information, explain to her what's going on with this. And in typical Kathy fashion, she first had no interest in it at all. And secondly, it was a situation of she's just like, whatever, just get it, okay. I'll drink the water. I mean, I'll have to bathe in the water and stuff. And I'm like, you don't even understand what kind of improvements I'm trying to make here. And so, but I'm excited. I've never really given much credence to testimonials or, you know, endorsements, and things like that, unless it's somebody I know. It's just kind of hard. But there's a lot of testimonials, people saying it did clean up their toilets. It did make their skin softer. It did make them feel better. It did make their gardens grow better. It did, you know, clean up their septic systems. I mean, how would we know? Because we've never had good water. They started destroying our water back in the late 1900s. They started destroying it then, and it's been nothing but an attack on our water and our food ever since. And it's disappointing. Disappointing. I My acupuncturist, Pete, I called him, talked to him a little bit yesterday about it. He's wanting to do a wellness center where he wants to have most all the techniques, whether it be massage therapy, cryotherapy, acupuncture, chiropractic, you know, all the homeopathic styles of medicine. Um, Only natural products if they give you anything. Um, and he wants to have this Japanese spa deal in there. And I was telling him, all right, man, if you're gonna do that, you gotta attach this to your water source. He said, and the fun thing about that will be is if you do that and you don't tell the patients, hey, this water is being filtered through not filtered, run through a, a water revitalizer. Feel any different to you? You know, wait and see. If they go, I don't know what it is about that massage, but that water, oh my God. I'm just curious. Just curious. I don't see why it wouldn't get some kind of reaction, right? Because it's supposed to. All the testimonials, people say, man, first glass of water, that water I drank, I felt myself tingling. It was amazing. And they talk about when the water's mature, it absorbs almost, instantly in your body, where the dead water we drink it just sloshes around our stomach and it has to slowly digest through our bodies. That's not the way it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work. We drink the water, and it absorbs. We didn't go down through our colons and all that. We get it absorbed. And that absorption is what nutrient, how do you say it? Supplies nutrients for the rest of our body. The water for the rest of our body. That's what it's supposed to work, from what I understand. And that by drinking this water, you say, it'd be hard to get dehydrated if you drink the water properly. Right? I'm excited, guys. You look at all the bottled water, even. Jeez, that stuff's terrible. All of it's just nothing more than just an RO water straight out of that city's tap. I forgot I put the link in the chat if anybody ever wanted to talk. But it's just sad that they've done to our water. Since we have a septic system here, I'm excited about seeing, because in West Texas, our septic systems, our tank and the leach lines that are perforated pipes that the overflow water just slowly seeps out and seeps down in the ground. Out here, it's aerobic systems where I have sprinkler heads that when my overflow water tank and my septic gets full, it starts spraying it out on the ground. I've never seen that before, honestly. West Texas, I've never seen one of those before. And there's a pump that runs 24/7, pumping air into that thing. And so they said, as people said, cleaned up their septic systems. They said that that it helps. And I'll find out, because once it is replaced, all the water in the house, and then that, not even at that point, they say once it starts being added to the other water, it starts opening. And so I'll be able to tell out beside my house where those sprinklers go off if this water is truly a difference maker. Because outside my fence on the side of the house right now, since it's so hot, it's pretty dry. But when we do get the rain, it'll stay mucky and muddy for a week or two. It just won't dry up. It won't absorb. We're saturated. And so that side of the house definitely grows grass quicker than the rest of the yard. Because I don't even water my yard. I can't remember the last time I had a yard that I actually watered. Louie, you need to go outside there, bud. Hang on, guys. Let me put the dog out. Come on, bud. Y'all see my ice pack? A big full body ice pack I got on me. And that's another thing. I bought a cool little ice machine. It does about 50 pounds of ice a day. And bagging up ice. I finally, after searching this guy, Dr. Cruz, I finally, in one of his one of his posts, saw his recommendation. He calls it for thermogenesis. Okay, cryotherapy, cold therapy, whatever. I finally saw where he lined out what he had done to lose all his weight, to get healthier, to do all that stuff, right? And oh man, I don't know, man. I don't know. He says he started out on his cryo at in his ice bath at 50 degrees for an hour, twice a day. It's gonna take me a long time to work up to that because I've done a couple of different. I've done a couple of different days. I've done ice baths, and got a thermometer. And yesterday, thank God, that's when I bought this ice machine. Put 4 bags of ice in it, and got the temperature down to kind of 54, and that was plenty cold. I'm telling you, when you get that cold, 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees matters. And so I got in. I lasted about 15 minutes, and I was like, "That's fine. I'll start there. I'm happy starting there." So I'm gonna try to improve on my 15 minutes every day. I don't care if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, but and so he says, that's the deal. And then that's my first couple of weeks. And he says, then the next week I will go to just once a day, but it dropped the temperature down to 45 degrees for an hour. And I'm like, man. But I do know that I can get used to it. I do know that my body. Hey guys, I'm working here. Okay? I don't know what your beef is, but take it somewhere else. Alright? Louie. Screwy Louie. But on the cryo stuff, I'd already been doing ice baths because my ankles, they hurt so bad. And I've been doing those. And he said that's what he would do in like afternoons. They'd do a 30-minute ice bath. And that's hard to do too. I mean, an hour in the ice bath, your ankles in there. But no, that was one thing he said, which he said he wore a compression shirt and compression shorts in the water. And okay, that's another layer. That helps. I don't have any compression shorts. So my next one, I completely forgot about that part. So I went and I do have a long sleeve compression shirt. So I'll put that on. And I guess my tightest pair of underwear or something. I don't know. But I'm trying here. I've tried everything else, man. And this chronic pain is just for the birds, right? I mean, these stupid dogs, they like to go for long walks out in the woods. And, it's hard for me, especially rough terrain like that. So I've been trying. And this dog, he does health boot camps. And on the website, it didn't say exactly where the boot camp was, but it said all the participants have to do a pre-boot camp blood screening in what was the name of that town? It's not Silsbee, because Silsbee is a Texas town, and maybe it is Silsbee, but it's in Louisiana, right here beside me. And I'm like, Man, they'll be telling me this thing's so close to me. I'll be driving up, knocking on their door, and I'll take it, man. I just, you know, I think this water is going to be huge. I think this water is going to make a big difference because I this I understand. How many times have you in your life been out there working in the hot sun or something, man, just baking? And you take and you drink some water, and it just sloshes in your gut. It just sloshes. You know, water's not supposed to do that. When you drink it, it's supposed to start absorbing. It's not supposed to sit there like a holding tank. And and you gotta admit the the basis of it and the idea of the natural state that we should live in, that we should participate in, that we should strive for, has been taken away. And that's not the way we were designed. We were designed to be at one with nature and to work together. We help each other. We need each other. We affect each other, and especially our water and our sun. And I think I said before, maybe on I was on with Alan, but I have a theory on the all the castles and all those huge structures that have no bathrooms. I got my theory kind of has a two-pronged deal. It's either that up until the devil was loosed, the people, the food they ate, the water they drank was naturally balanced, and the water was mature. So therefore, everything they ate and drank, their body used, and they didn't eat all that much because everything they took in was right on the money. So therefore, they didn't have a big need for toilets. It's just my theory. I don't know, but it kind of makes sense to me that if every drink of water and every morsel of food is taken and broken down into energy and nutrients for your body, you wouldn't need to evacuate that much. This is my theory. And then after the devil's loose, these people start moving into these places, and they're going, their food has been compromised already, their water's been compromised, and they're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. This place, what am I gonna do? I go over there in that stairwell. That'd be all right. Y'all read the depictions that, the Palace of Versailles. People didn't hardly want to even go in the damn thing because it stunk so bad. People were crabbing behind the curtains and the stairwells on, in empty rooms, just wherever. And that's just hard. Well, we know, or so we were told, the Romans had running water, had plumbing, and then bam, something happened. We were idiots for 1,000 years. Couldn't do nothing. Pooping in the floor, pouring our pee out the window. We didn't know what. It was a wonder we could feed ourselves. Because just all of a sudden, we didn't have a clue. And they all go, well, that was, no, that was it. Boom. End of the millennial reign, the devil was loosed, and here we are. And he's doing every day to kill us. Everything. He wants to ruin our food. He wants to ruin our water. He wants to ruin our societies. He wants to corrupt our hearts. He wants to take us down with him. He wants to build at the end stand with all of these dead souls and I guess mock Jesus. Go, look at all of them I got. Christ is sad that he lost them, but he loves us. He's glad we're there. That's probably not an easy one for God to take, but he'd love to have us all. But that ain't the way it is. We have choices. Oh, one of these. I hadn't done any screen sharing in the last several videos, but there is one thing I wanna see if I still got handy that I can show something. This was pretty crazy. I don't know if I've talked about it before or not. I can't remember. I don't know if I got one real handy. But you know, this whole thing about our science and what they've done is to everything: our food, our water, our, you know, everything. Yeah. Let me find this. What I wanted to show you real quick. I'll be right there. Okay. Don't you hate it when people are doing a live stream and they sit there staring at their screen doing stuff? Isn't that crazy? Let me see. Where is it? It's right in here. I gotta watch a video for just a second here to find exactly where I want to stop it, because this is crazy. I didn't I didn't catch it the first couple of times I watched it, but then I was like, holy crap, go back, what was that? Just a sec, guys, I'm finding it. It's such a quick, short clip, you know, to catch it just right so you can read it. They did it that way. Hang on, I'm watching. Here it comes. I'll oh, right there it is. All right, let's do a screen share. Okay, where is it? You know, this is from an Alice in Chains video, Your Decision. In the video, this guy or female guy or somebody gets given a card that says Your Decision and has the address, and they go, and it's one of these human sacrifice meals. See, this guy is a male, German. He's prime, he's lean, and he was an actor. The next was a female, strawberry blonde. She was young, slender, and a model. Up here in the back, can't hardly read that, but they're young, tender choice. He was a surgeon. Let's see the next one, African American, prime, aged lawyer. Blonde, Caucasian, prime, lean musician. Freaking creepy, huh? I mean, whoa. Crazy. Yeah, I like the song, and the song it tells you that. It says, you know, you get, it's your decision. You know, nobody wants to take, you know, the path that leads you nowhere, but it's your decision. You know, when what's one of the lyrics in there? When lies become your boss. You know, what do you know? Everything's alive. What do you do? You know, but yeah, spirit cooking, that type of stuff, Abramovich stuff. But that's, you know, what is that, a Hollywood insight there in that video or what? Because the whole video is shot in this huge mansion, and all these people are coming in. They're dressed. They're beautiful people, and then they show a couple of deals where people get branded on their wrists, and like that person got branded. What was it on there? 9837. And you're on the menu next, man. You get to go sit down and eat, but then you're on the menu next. You made your decision. And that's what, isn't it? This whole realm we're in now with the devil loose is he's banking on us making that decision. Go with the shiny, pretty, smell it, and not smelling. Go with the materialism. And this God, he's not like us. We're fun. Yeah, we have the best times. You don't want to just be a blood, do you? And it's so funny how people are like, yeah, Christians, they're no fun. Well, it's just not your kind of fun. We don't get drunk, we don't get sloppy, we don't go out swapping partners, we just don't do that stuff. And you're like, yeah, you're no fun. I guess I'm not. I don't have flour this morning for wake and bake. I got my gummies. I got my strawberry passion fruit. These are pretty good. 10 milligram THC. I'm backing off on the flour. I was thinking, and man, in the last 4 or 5 years, I might not have gone collectively more than a week without having any weed. So, backing off. It's hard when you have it, and a lot of people won't admit it, but it's just like smoking cigarettes or snacking or whatever. You just get addicted to it. You get a routine. It's just normal to you. For me, I couldn't always walk out of the house without checking. Do I have my one hitter? Do I have my lighter? Am I good? Couldn't hardly move without pick it up, put it in my pocket. Going outside, I might want to stop and hit it. So kind of in that routine. I'm kicking that one. Gotta get out of that. And what else? Anything else? The water. It's just crazy. It's so important. When I get my deal in, it's supposed to be here on the 27th. So I'm gonna call my water softener company today and try and set up for them to come take that thing out on the 28th. And when I get it on the 27th, I'm gonna get some of my purified water out of the fridge. I'm gonna pour it through this thing, and that's what they tell you to. When you get it, test it right there in your hands. Take your water hose and get a glass and run your water hose through it and drink that water and see what you think. I'm gonna probably first day I get it, I'm gonna put it on the swimming pool. I'm gonna put it out there on the swimming pool and let it circulate that water in that swimming pool and see what happens there. I mean, I got all kinds of plans here in my garage. I was experimenting. I had some copper lines that we had taken out of the bathroom when we put the tub and shower in, and I took them, bent them into a loop, and I have my little pumps for my termination hydro setup. So I put my pump in there, and I got it attached to the copper, and I just let it run in that water. And I put a thermometer in it. And out here in the garage, where it's pretty warm, it maintained its temperature, and that's something that you attribute to water as it gets better, that it can hold its temperature longer. And like in my cold baths, I do the same thing. I put a pump in there, keep that water moving, circulate that water. Because moving water stays colder. Hey, Al.
Hey.
You headed to work?
Well, work out. Yeah.
Work out and then work. Yeah. I got Alex a red light for in her room because she gets hardly no sunlight. She gets up at this time, she'll go work out, and then she goes to work for the day, and she's inside under those blue lights, and it's not good. And she got a hot spots on her skin. They say this stuff's going to help. They say it will help your skin, your hair. It'll help all your appliances, your washer, your dishwasher. You know, it'll just improve everything. And it's got a 10-year warranty on it. So I stand like the dogs drinking it. It's supposed to improve their health. Several people had pictures of like their cat, their dogs, cat laying there, cat before the water revitalizer, their cat sitting up playing, after the water revitalizer, dogs laying there, and then out in the yard running afterwards. But I always take those testimonials, with a grain of salt. I mean, ad companies do what they do. They're not always honest with us. Ooh, aren't you tough? But in the end, I'm gonna experiment with this stuff, and I'll report back. I hope that it's everything they say it is. The technology that it's based on. I understand it, and I guess if you guys are interested, I certainly could send the link. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Let's see if I can find a link for this. Yeah, right there. Let's see if this ain't the company's website, but it is the product. Hold on, let me find you the company website. Oh, there it is. All right, let me copy this link and put in the chat. I'm telling you, folks, if nothing else, go on this website and just read. Just read. Watch the videos. Read that stuff. Check it out. Go watch anything you can find on old Victor Schauberger. That dude was cool. First time I heard anything about him was a year or so ago, and Alan and I were doing a video about the logging out in the West, and those train tracks and stuff they cut through, those 30-foot diameter trees, and how did they log those things? And they put up these flues. Well, Victor Schauberger invented those flues. He has a patent on logging flues. They were struggling getting wood down the mountain when he was back in, I think, Germany. His dad worked there, and so he went up and just was sitting and watched and thought, and said, well, why don't we do it like a river? Back and forth, up and down, make turbulence pulls to slow things down, make slip streams, make things go faster, all that. And so the guy understood water. And after watching, this Dr. Cruz so much, he's like, and we've known this for a long time, he just really can't believe that back at the start, people knew about this. And the powers that be said, nope, we're going to have that. We're not going to have healthy people. We're not going to have pure, healthy water. We're not going to do that. They made a decision. No, we're going with petroleum products to fix your water. We're not going to use natural. technique. We're not going to do it. It's not worth it. We don't make any money if everybody gets one of these things in their house. And you don't need to repair plumbing. You don't need to repair toilets. You don't need to replace septics. You don't need to, you don't need to change filters on your system, every month or so. You're not going to have flaky scalp. You're going to have smooth skin. You're going to digest better. You're going to feel better. Yeah, we are not going to have any of that, folks. We needed to be set straight early on the agenda going forward. It's going to be all about profit. We came up with a word called capitalism. And we're going to just string it on to everything and tell you it's capitalism. You'd be poor without it. Yeah, but I'd rather be poor and healthy than rich and sick. And that's what you think, wouldn't you? I'd have much rather opted for the healthy lifestyle and choices than the corporate profits. Just me. Wow. They made that decision for us. We didn't have a choice. And then you can see back over history, every time one of these people came up with something that was beneficial to all of mankind. Done with you, bud. You're a quack. We're going to run you out of business. Royal Raymond Rife with your healing frequencies. We're not going to have it. All of them Tesla with your free energy. Dude, who do you think we are? You don't roll like that. That Dr. Cruz says he thinks that the downturn started. Well, and you can't disagree with it. That a huge part of the downturn started at the World's Fair when Tesla lit up that whole park. That was the first time we ever had light, unnatural light, ever. Think about it. It was candlelight or lantern. Up to then, we didn't have electrified light, and it's artificial, and it's not good for us. And boom, from that day on, we started being bombarded with light that we never had before. It never hit our skin surface. It never hit our retinas, and it started messing us up. It started messing us up bad, along with the water, food, the air. We're pretty dang resilient to still be hanging on, but if you look at our diseases, they've just increased over the years. This best healthcare system in the world can't fix nothing. Heck, I've just come to the conclusion that about the only part of healthcare that really has a function is emergency surgery. When you're in an accident, when something happens, surgical interventions, although save your life, that's worthwhile. But the rest of it, you go see your doctor and he says, "Yeah, we got your labs back. The computer says these components are not good. So I'm going to give you pills and you're going to be better." And you start taking your pills and you start going, "I don't feel so great." Go back to your doctor, you're like, "Yeah, I feel weird." Well, that's a side effect of this, but your other problem is being fixed. Now I got a new one. Well, here, let me give you something for that. It's just a freaking perpetual cycle. If I don't feel good, here's a pill. Oh, well, now I don't feel good in a different way. Well, here's another pill. Well, now I don't feel good in a different way. And they just don't care. I've been, oh my God, in my head, somebody ought to warn my neurologist before I get there on Wednesday. Somebody needs to tell that man, because I'm fixing to lay into him. I'm going to lay into him for being lazy and intellectually dishonest, a quitter. He doesn't even, these people don't even attempt anything outside their prescribed specialty. Oh, what, everybody else is doing this? Well, I'm going to do it. I'm not trying nothing different. If I do anything different, somebody may go, "What are you doing?" And then I'll have have to tell them. I don't know what their deal is, but they just seem uninterested in making anybody better. They just, symptom control. We'll try and control these symptoms, but we're not going to fix anything in the underlying cause. We're not going to go there. I'm going to start with the most basic. How do you eat? How do you drink? How do you sleep? That's on your questionnaire, right? The little box you check. How do you sleep? 3 or 4 hours a night. People will check. Well, how about a sleeping pill? That's not my problem. That's not why I'm not sleeping. That's just, I have no other answers. They've not been taught any other answers. That's the only answers they got. And that's not even out of their own heads. That's not even thinking and looking at you and going, all these things, I'm seeing X, Y, or Z. Now they just like, the AI spit this out on a printout and this is your problem. And when you don't get better and you just keep coming back year after year after year after year and you take pill after pill and nothing changes. I'm gonna tell this guy. I've come and seen you since I moved out here 6 times. You've done nothing for me but order a few tests, and I took them. They didn't make any difference at all. You didn't give me any conclusions or guidance from these tests. You would think, okay, yeah, you took this test. Here's what it shows. Here's what we need to do. No, nothing. It's like, you got your test. Okay, well, you're doing fine. Just keep taking medications you're taking. You don't need to do anything different. So why am I paying you? Why do I pay you anything when all you do is rely on some printout? Use no brain power, no skills, no analytical skills, no observational skills. You just walk in with your deal. How you doing? There's no changes. I just need my prescription refilled. Okay. Well, they leave. They're done. That's my appointments every time, because they got nothing else. They ain't gonna do anything for me. Not once have I gone in to see a doctor and they go, hey, I was thinking about you. I ran across this. I read an article. I didn't, in Science Magazine. And this is really, never, ever do they care. And the only thing they not even entertain is, there's a new prescription out. I think it'd help you. That's about all they can do. Oh, okay. Never. Hey, if we do this, I think we can get you off that medication. No. Why would they do that? Then you don't have to come back every 6 months for a refill. Automatic auto extortion. I call it auto extortion. Oh, and then if you don't go see them, like I called up, my prescription had run out. I didn't even have an appointment for another week and a half. Oh no, yeah, I need my script refilled. They're like, well, you haven't been in to see us since June of last year. I'm like, I was there in February. You scheduled me a freaking outpatient EEG for March. And then you called me and you canceled it. And you never made me another appointment. And she says, well, to get that refilled, you're going to have to come in. And I'm like, I have 2 days of pills left. And it was like Friday. And they're like, well, how about we set you up for Monday? Fine, set me up for Monday. And she says, we'll call in your script. So they did. They called it in. And Monday, I drive over there, walk up to the door. There's no, due to a power outage, we're not open today. We'll contact you for another appointment. Well, that appointment they set for the 21st. And my medications, I take 125 milligrams. Well, I take 100 and a little 25. Well, my 25 ran out first. Now my 100's about out. And I'm like, when I was talking to her, just refill them both if you would. We can't do that. It's not time. I've got like 5 days left. Why not? We just can't. This is crazy. It's just what a rigged system. It's like you follow the rules, or we're gonna let you die. We are. If you don't come in and see us and let us write your script out, take that money, we're not gonna do it. We refuse to give you your life-saving medication if you don't come in and hand us over our $165 through your insurance and your copay. Pretty bad system, right? At least that's the way I see it. Oh my God. Okay, I've been going 48 minutes here. Sorry. I just rambling. But the water deal is huge. Check it out. Links in the description, there in the chat. And there's no reason we shouldn't be more healthy. I think we can do it. But we got to go around all the government bureaucracy and around. And this deal, it's only a copper pop, I think about that long, 2 feet maybe. And it's got a swirl ribbon in it that does a double vortex of your water. If you watch some of those videos, you'll see what I mean. And that's all it is. But with shipping, it was $730 something. They ain't cheap. But they have things that you can just put on your faucet or on your shower. If you go look at the deal, you'll see what I'm saying. They got options. Those things aren't cheap, but they're cheaper than that. And good luck. I hope some of you try it and you get benefits. I'm going to be reporting back once I get mine. We'll see. Look at my gut. And that's not fat. I don't have any fat on me. That's just bloated from my food and water I eat. And I just I wanna feel better. I wanna be better. I'll give anything, man. If I can knock out another 10% of this pain, I get back on the golf course. I can take some pain. This shoulder, oh, it gets so bad. Oh, I can't hardly even lift it over my head. But let's see. That guy sent him an email on his website about his farm and sang him a pretty sad song about my situation. And since he's a neurosurgeon, the first couple of sentences I put, certified surgical technologist for 25 years. I scrubbed neuro, spine, and ortho mainly throughout my career, and hopefully that catches his eye. He goes, one of my people, I'll help him. Cross their fingers, pray to the Lord. It's all up to him. He's led me down this path so far, and I can't say that I haven't found things that help me improve along the way, not through medicine, but through research and natural applications. So I guess I'll end it here, guys. Kathy, I'll be getting up here in a minute. Better go make her coffee. Love y'all. Good discernment, good vibrations. Take care.